So since Davante Adams has been traded, we as Packers fans have been waiting and speculating on all of the potential wide receivers that could come to Green Bay. We've talked about trading for DK Metcalf. We've talked about Julio Jones being a free agent. There's obviously lots of different options, but today we may have some more clarity on potentially what the Packers could be doing. They actually just hosted a workout for Sammy Watkins. It came out from Mike Garofalo on Twitter saying the Packers are hosting wide receiver Sammy Watkins on a visit today, sources say. No deal as of now, but stay tuned. So the Packers hosting Sammy Watkins. And I think when we look at Sammy Watkins, he's not, I think, one of the most exciting options out there. Obviously, having a young guy like DK Metcalf, who is still, in his prime years, that's more exciting. I think a Julio, his name is obviously bigger. But when we take a look at Sammy Watkins, he has produced in the league. He hasn't been great these past few seasons. He's dealt with lots of different injuries. But honestly, this may be the kind of signing that makes sense for the Packers, considering they don't have that much cap space, considering they have to sign their, draft prospects, the practice squad, all that kind of stuff. They don't have that much cap room to work with. So Sammy Watkins could be a guy they can not pay too much and have a veteran, come into this room and then fill the rest with potentially, drafted rookies. But if we take a look at Sammy Watkins in his career here, you hear all his stats. So, of course, he starts out in 2014, 4th selection overall by the Buffalo Bills. Had a great year, 982 yards, 6 TDs. 2015, his one only 1,047-yard season, 9 TDs. He was balling out those 2 seasons. He even plays one more year in Buffalo, as you can see, only 8 games in that year. Then he goes to the Los Angeles in 2017, playing with the Rams, and that's actually when Matt LaFleur was the offensive coordinator of the Rams. So they seem to have somewhat of a relationship, considering they played for the same team there at the same time. So maybe that's another reason. Maybe Matt LaFleur likes him. Then he spends 3 seasons in Kansas City, deals with lots of injuries, 500 yards 2018, 670 2019, 2020, 420. And then last year he played on a 1-year deal with the Baltimore Ravens. Only played in, 13 games, had 27 receptions, 394 yards, and 1 touchdown. And it only cost the Ravens $5 million to sign Sammy Watkins for 2021. So of all the potential wide receivers out there, without looking at the money, I don't think Sammy Watkins is at the top of the list for me. There's some other guys like DK Metcalf, Jarvis Landry, some other guys like that. But as I said, considering the Packers don't have that much money to work with, they probably could get Sammy Watkins for a reasonable contract, and maybe he comes in. Hopefully he stays healthy, even though he struggled with injuries a majority of his career. But to come in, obviously have Aaron Rodgers throwing to him would definitely help. So who knows if the Packers will actually sign him, but just the fact that they have brought him in for a free agent visit, at least has me curious if they will do it. We'll probably find out in the next, couple weeks if they actually decide to come in and sign Sammy Watkins. But honestly, I wouldn't be opposed, considering he won't cost too much money, and hopefully he can come in and be a solid, veteran presence here. But thank you guys so much for watching. As always, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe down below, and I will see you guys next time.